What's going on, guys? Milky Kitty here, back with another YouTube video. Now this time we've got something very exciting and completely brand new. Now this is just going to be a review of a post made by the developers of the game. Everything that this post is talking about is currently not in the test server yet, so I can't get like actual gameplay and whatnot. But rest assured, when it comes out, I will get a video to you guys as soon as possible. So yeah, let's just get right into it. This top part here is just an introduction, saying like we got a really big update coming on. We've heard your feedback. Yeah. So this update is centered around pets. Basically, the entire pet system, everything about pets is going to be changed, like almost literally everything. Um, so they're going to be talking through that. I'll walk you through it, explain everything to you as best as I can. They don't provide, every single detail. Obviously that it'd be way too long. So I will do as best as I can to help you guys. So this highlighted part here, this is explaining elemental weakness. Now they're changing how elemental weakness is going to work in the game. Now they don't um, explain how it's going to work in PvP. Um, I'm actually really curious, to be honest. This is only for PvE so far, but we'll see when the update comes out. Um, Anyways, let's get into it. So elemental weakness. It's no longer um, basically they explained that when light and dark attributes came out with pet evolutions, it kind of ruined the game. Everything was super boosted. It became super easy, yada yada. Now they readjusted the elements, and now I believe it's going back to the four standard elements of fire, lightning, earth, and frost. And pets, um, I believe, will no longer have light and dark elements. Uh, they explain here that now bosses will have this white bar above the health here. This is like think of it as like a stagger bar, in like, other games. When you uh, equip a pet that counters the boss, every time they damage the boss, this meter goes down. Um, they show it in this clip here. I'm gonna scroll down, try to fit both of this in the frame here. Um, so when your pet attacks the boss, it will lower this bar. Now, player attacks do not lower the bar. Um, and once that bar is lowered, your pet basically transforms. Um, Now, that's a little confusing, but I'll back it up just a little bit. So pet evolution as a whole is removed, okay? When you capture a pet, that's the pet you're gonna have. There's no more evolving it. Um, so like, you use your feast capture, you get baby panda. Your pet is gonna be baby panda. You don't evolve it into panda. Um, Now, they are still keeping it to an extent. Now, what they're doing is once the bar goes down, your pet basically goes through transformation, just like your character, and they release a big damage skill. Um, it's a little tough to tell in this clip because they cut it off, so I don't know, like, it's tough to gauge how strong it is. But I don't think they were trying to show how strong, they're just trying to show the feature. So, as you can see here, you have like a baby Night Thunder Dragon, and the bar goes down and it transforms into the Dark Thunder King Dragon, the evolved one that we all know. And then it does the animation, yada yada. As you see, I think it did like 740k. Like this boss is level 70. Just ignore the damage. But that's the premise of it. Um, I don't know if it's a one-time thing through the whole fight. They don't explain that. But I'm gonna assume yes for now, as like the mechanic seems very similar to hero transformation. Um, so yeah, pet evolution is removed. Um, light and dark elements removed. Pets now basically have their own transformation, just like your heroes. Now, pet skills. Um, over here, we've got, so I believe uh, um, oh my God, I forgot his name. Badger. He is going to teach you how to learn pet skills and upgrade your pet, etc., etc. Um, now, up here at the top, these are your pet skills. Um, they leave out a lot of information on this, honestly. So it's probably it's gonna be confusing. There's gonna be a lot of questions that are gonna be left unanswered until I can actually play. Basically, they describe that your pet is gonna have 5 abilities, and you can change them however to whatever you want, and I believe you can change the order. Well, obviously you could change the order because you can just, but yeah, you can choose it whatever you want. Um, and I believe they're removing every skill and they're adding in 20 new skills, quote unquote. It looks like some of these are kind of like this looks like Rend but just gold, and this looks like yeah, these look like some evolved skills or something like that. They look pretty like this looks like a Tiger Kid's skill, and this looks like Nunu's. So yeah, they basically give no detail to this. That's it. They say that all they say is the skills will be triggered by some condition. So whatever that's supposed to mean, whether it's like basic attacks or whatnot. So they're pretty vague on it. But basically what you need to know is all the pet skills are getting removed and changed. And you can um, equip the pet skills however you want. Um, Now again, that leaves a lot of questions. Does the pet even matter other than, element? Like, there's a bunch of questions. It was kind of odd that they use this picture because there clearly seems to be some upgrading system with a currency, and they didn't explain it at all. Like literally, they didn't explain it at all. So yeah, we'll just have to find out later on. Now this is the introduction of a new pet. Um, this is gonna be. It looks like this is gonna be the top pick here, or GIF is gonna be what it looks like when you capture it, and then when it evolves mid-fight, it's gonna look like this. Now, I may be wrong, but I don't think this pet was ever like a boss or anything in the game, so this is pretty sick. Not gonna lie. Um, and this is where they end the discussion of, excuse me. This is where they ended the discussion of like gameplay and everything, and they're going to talk about resources. Um, so like Lucky Ruins, Feast Captures, what was it? Pet Skill Vouchers, just pretty much all the resources involved are gonna get removed. Um, and they discuss how it's gonna work. Um, so for every Lucky Ruins map that you consumed and every Lucky Ruins map that you have currently in your inventory will be converted. Uh, every rare fossil, so it looks like pet research is also getting removed. Um, rare fossils and normal fossils are all the ones you've used and all the ones you currently have. um, will be converted. Uh, what is it? Pet skill coupons, vouchers, um, all the ones you've used and all the ones in your inventory will be converted. Um, they explain it as pet experience points. Um, but I'm gonna assume that is talking about all the food you um like when you reincarnate and you have to level up your pet. You it's like 10 XP per piece of food, 30 whatever. Um, and maybe they probably have like a hidden, system for pre-reincarnation of the XP tables. But they explain it as pet experience is going to be converted. Um, feast capture vouchers and the hunting notes that you exchange for feast captures will be converted, and the total number of golden pets that you own. This includes any of them in your inventory, any golden pet eggs in your inventory, um, and includes any pets you've consumed in your star ups. So if you got a 10-star pet, that's what, 192 or 196 legendary pets. Um, those will all be converted. Now, what is it being converted to? Um, they're keeping everything as one currency, and they'd call it pet mark. That's this thingy right here. Um, so yeah, it's all gonna get converted into that. And what is the ratio? Um, 1 to 1. Uh, so yeah. Now, um, well, let me explain that better. Sorry. It's not 1 to 1 as in like one feast capture is one mark. So they basically explain it as they have a starfish value for the pet marks. And so the way they're going to do it is you take a feast voucher, for example, that costs you 980 starfish. So they're going to take the coupon, multiply it by 980 starfish, and that's how much starfish worth of feast vouchers you have. And I believe um, they explain it as I think it's like you get 2 pet marks per starfish or something like that. Um, Whatever. The exact values don't matter, but basically it's all going to get converted at what seems like a fair ratio. I'm sure they uh, tested this thoroughly, and it's also going to be on the test server soon, so we'll also be able to test it to make sure the values are fair. Um, yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. So there's obviously more to this update. Like this screen alone, um, is completely changed. So, and they literally didn't explain like anything on this screen other than you have 5 pet skills and you can change them. That's it. So, yeah, you can't really do anything, with everything else. So, um, but the um, whatchamacallit, the tabs up here are just this is your training ground. This is capturing pets. This is your pet inventory. This is your special skills tab, and this is your pet manual. Um, so yeah, I'll be honest, I like the UI and graphics of this. I think they did really well on it. Um, Now, with all this being said, um, I kind of wish they briefly mentioned all of this stuff earlier, because as you guys know, Arena has been out of the game for 9 months now, And roughly 7 months ago, they introduced the dual system and onto the test server, and that was out for a few months. And then they took it out and like didn't really say anything. Um, and it makes sense now because they're just gonna have to change it again anyways because of the pet element rework. So, or the pet rework in general, like not only the pet element, but this bar, like how's that gonna work for PvP and all of that. So it actually makes sense. So for all of you who are wondering why Duel is taking so long, there's your answer. Um, yeah. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.